Inside the Michigan militia tonight, we're taking you on a militia training mission. Since September 11th, the militia has changed its focus. Members are now training to take on terrorists and defend America. It's a popular message that has the militia's numbers growing. But is it a good idea? Tonight, you'll see exclusive video of a militia training camp as we investigate the Michigan militia and its new mission.
The purpose of the militia is to, A, defend the Constitution of the United States, and we'll get to that later on why that's important, and B, to deter crime, invasion, tyranny, and terrorism. Armed citizens deter crime. If you don't believe that, go ask a criminal. Would they rather attack an armed person or an unarmed person? That's not too complex. Armed citizens can deter invasion. Not that it's very likely we'd be invaded, but it's much less likely with 120 million guns in the country. Armed citizens can deter terrorism. One 9mm beats a box cutter every time. Armed citizens can deter tyranny. They're not going to come kicking in everybody's door tomorrow morning because behind those doors there are a large number of guns. It's that simple.
These training sessions are a monthly event. It's where militia groups from all over the state come together to hone their skills.
Now, what about the charge that you're all just a bunch of gun nuts who just like to shoot rounds off in the woods?
God, that's fun. We're not nuts. We're not gun nuts by any stretch of the imagination. We shoot because we practice our skills. These skills are necessary. There have been training sessions where I have not shot any rounds at all, and that's horrible to admit, but I've been too busy watching other people shoot. No, we're not all gun nuts. Some of us are, some more than others. But I think the very term gun nut implies a degree of unsafe or perhaps unhealthy fanaticism. And let's say gun enthusiast or gun aficionado or devotee or whatever you wish. Let's just take the word nut out of it. Gun enthusiast is...
Many militia members feel there's been a long misconception of them as militant, anti-government fanatics. They tell us they're your average law-abiding citizen who have the right to bear arms.
Do you feel that because you have a gun that you have more power than your neighbors?
No, Americans don't have power over each other. We all have rights and we all have duties and we have responsibilities. I have a gun because I'm capable and competent with it, and how do you know my neighbor doesn't have one?
Are you anti-government?
No, I work for the government. I'm a postal worker. How can I be anti-government? I'm pro-Constitution. The Constitution is the permission slip that the people give to the government. We have a list of things that they can do, and we've given them that authority. They can't do anything that we don't give them permission to do. Furthermore, beyond the Constitution, you have the Bill of Rights, which is a further list of things that they cannot do. So it's important to protect the Constitution, and that keeps all of us on equal footing and guarantees all of our rights. But it doesn't give us our rights. We just have them. We have them when we come out kicking and screaming. We have rights because we're people.
Now, there are those who say that the militia is tied in with these right-wing extremists, skinhead, Nazi types. Are you racists that are armed?
No. We're citizens that are armed, and I am not a skinhead by any stretch of the imagination. Racism really doesn't have a place in a free society. I don't think you can be a racist and be a good capitalist, for example, because you're depriving yourself of an entire market segment. I detest racism because you tend to segment people, and it's the government that wants to keep people divided. So if you're a racist, you're falling in line with that plan to divide and conquer. I think if, as Americans, we embrace each other and work towards securing each other's rights, regardless of race, creed, color, tint, or hue, then we'll be a safer and freer society.
Does the militia practice multiculturalism?
I know what you mean by multiculturalism. We embrace the American culture, and Americans are descended from a lot of various cultures, and we don't discriminate or don't keep anybody away. The whole idea of multiculturalism, it sometimes seems to me to be anti-Americanism. So if you look at it that way, then we're not multicultural, we're American cultural. So.
This is not Afghanistan, Iraq, or Kuwait. And these men aren't special forces, Marines, or soldiers. This is a farmer's field in Bancroft, Michigan, and these guys are your neighbors.
Do you consider yourself a soldier or part of the military in any way, or special force kind of person?
No, I'm a postal worker and a dad and a poet. And I am a veteran, but by no means am I a high-speed elite type of military person. I can do level 1, I can shoot fairly well, I can walk a moderate amount of distance at a slow pace, and I have a minor grasp of some basic small unit tactics, and that's something every person should have.
What is level 1?
Level 1 is what we consider our basic ability requirement to be considered like an active duty type militia person. We wouldn't discourage people from being involved who are not level 1, but it's a goal that the average person, and this means everybody, not just militia people, but this is a goal that every citizen should shoot for. And there's some basic simple requirements like be able to shoot to a certain standard, be able to walk a certain distance with some basic gear, a basic gear list itself, which consists of some simple things you should have anyway, like a rifle, first aid kit, something to carry water in, basic gear that you could have in the event that you ever did need to go out on your front porch and defend your liberty and your house and your family.